And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity. First, I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fuse, on a big Friday show to get to. Let's recap New Year's Day here, Wednesday at Laurel Park. Big crowd, some nice races. I was off. I was watching all the action in the sports book on a couch with my buddies. I had one eye on Laurel Park, one eye on Gulfstream Park for their big pick six. But I saw you gave out a cold super in one race. Congratulations. And Kenny Decker, he had a big long shot winner on New Year's Day.
Yeah, Carson City coin at 13.20. All in all, the pick fives paid well again.
Okay.
11.85 for the early pick five, late pick five, 28.45 as we saw a heavy favorite go down in that last race.
Okay.
I needed Claudio in the finale the other day. Couldn't get it done. I was still paying okay, but for the pick four, I needed that. But pick fives, once again, following the suit here at Laurel Park, they pay quite well.
I took a big swing and a miss on the early pick five on Wednesday, but that's okay. I'm jumping right back in here as I get my microphone all set, get comfortable for the show. I'm jumping right back in. I like both pick fives here at Laurel Park, and it's a big Stronach 5-day. Let's show you what's going on with that popular national wager. It's a $100,000 guarantee. There's the racetracks that are participating. Laurel Park, there's the lineup. That's a new board. I like that board.
Yeah.
Industry low, 12% takeout for the Stronach 5. There's the lineup. Laurel Park, race 8's the first leg. Then Gulfstream, race 9 is the second leg. Then third leg, Golden Gate, race 3. Out there, Golden Gate Fields. And leg D, I have a single in leg D. That's race 10 at Gulfstream. Then leg E is race 5 at Santa Anita. Now, last Friday, the Stronach 5 paid over $5,400. 2 weeks ago, it paid a little over $33,000. What's it going to pay today? Let's show you the lineup with the times and everything. Do we still have that board? Okay, there we go. So it'll start right here, Laurel Park. We've had 2 scratches in that race, but still a big 8-horse field. Laurel Park, race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5 at 3:50 Eastern Time. Then nice turf race at Gulfstream Park, race 9 for leg B. Golden Gate Fields, race 3 is leg C. Then a big field, big 12-horse field there, Gulfstream Park, race 10. That's leg D. I have a single there. Then we wrap it up, Santa Anita, race 5 is leg E. Let's check out my ticket real quick. I have a $96 ticket on the Stronach 5. I'm 4 deep in the first leg here at Laurel Park. That's a nickel 2 life for filly and mares going 6 furlongs. Scratch the 2 and scratch the 8. I go 3, 4, 6, 9 in that race. My top pick is the 4 Lady Rosina at 7-2, but I'm rooting for the 3 Shaq's Hidden Gem at 6-1 with Katie Davis aboard. So I'm 3, 4, 6, 9 Laurel Park, race 8. To kick off the Stronach 5, my single comes in leg D. That's a big field. Maiden 16 going a mile on the turf at Gulfstream, race 10. I single on Paco Lopez on the 1 Gabby's Dream for Safi Joseph Jr. down there at Gulfstream. So there's my ticket. A little pricey, but it's a $1 minimum play, but it pays big. It paid $5,400 last Friday, paid $33,000 a couple weeks ago. I'm going to take a swing at it today. I went 0 for the day on New Year's Day. I'm going to jump right back in, see if I can get even for 2020 with the Stronach 5 today.
I like it. Get right back up off the mat. That's what you got to do in this ball game.
Keep on
short-term memory, just forget about it and move on.
All right, so we'll show you that ticket once again when we get to Laurel Park Race 8. We'll study it some more. You can study it online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section has all of our tickets and picks for today and tomorrow. Some nice press releases about Trevor McCarthy and Claudio Gonzalez. Nice press release about the Stronach 5. And all of our events is for 2020. Our upcoming events for 2020 is on the website, laurelpark.com. Aldrin Madison, the new marketing person, hard at work. We have the Winter Carnival up there for President's Day weekend in February. There's some big information about some stakes days coming up on the website. Let's show you a big day coming up in January. January 18th will be the first big Super Saturday Stakes afternoon here at Laurel Park. We have the Fire Plug, the Jennings, the What a Summer, the Geisha. So the Fire Plug always attracts some top sprinters in there.
There's no doubt. The Jennings, some hard knockers. We always see some crafty old vets make their presence felt in the Jennings Stakes. Yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, right around the corner, January the 18th with a 12:25 post.
We're you know, it'll be Tessio weekend
Sure.
and Preakness season. Congratulations to trainer Mike
Yeah.
Trombetta and all the connections of Independence Hall. He has one of the top 3-year-olds in the country right now. Big win as the heavy favorite in the Jerome, and had to overcome a little adversity at the start.
Yeah, at the start and in the paddock pre-race, he was full of himself, and handlers did a good job of getting him under control, getting him saddled out on the racetrack. It broke a little slow, but got out in the clear. A little bit of a tiring track they were talking about that day in New York, so the fig came back significantly lighter than
83.
Than that one. Was it a 101 or a 104 prior? It was awfully big fig, but had a little break. He was off a couple months. That'll set him up well for next time.
All right, so before you know it, Preakness will be here. Tickets on sale for the middle jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party. Tickets on sale for not only the Preakness, but Black Eyed Susan as well. Third weekend in May. Go to Preakness.com for all your tickets and information. Let's get right to today. Let's show you a picture of the main track. The weather's a factor today. We had a lot of rain overnight. I think some more rain later today. A lot of rain tomorrow, but we're going to have a muddy track to start things off today.
Yeah,
right?
But still fairly temperature-wise not too bad. I mean, we were able, to kind of still hold in the 50s today. Some intermittent showers. Yeah, track muddy and sealed to get you started for race 1 at Laurel Park.
Now, some more rain in the forecast. I'll be honest with you. I hope we get some more rain before
You're targeting a couple horses? Okay.
Before race 3, I hope we have a sloppy, sealed track with Brooks Robinson, my best bet of the day.
Okay.
Hopefully he can just skip over it. Was 113 on his back with the 10-pound bugs. That's race 3. But let's take a look here at the opener. Race 1 will kick off the rolling super high 5. That bet features a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, we kick off the popular early pick 5. Yeah, I took a swing at it on New Year's Day. I didn't have it. It paid well, over 1,100.
Yeah, 1185 for the early pick 5.
1185 on Wednesday. All right, it's a mandatory payout, and like all the pick 5s, industry low, 12% takeout. All right, so my Stronach 5 ticket's a little pricey at $96, but I have a couple very affordable pick 5 tickets here for Laurel Park, a couple $36 tickets. So here's my early pick 5. $36 play. I'm 4 deep here in this beat nickel to kick things off. The 2, 5, 6, 7. The 2 Sluicer with a good rider, Weston Hamilton at 9-2. That'd be a nice $11 winner to kick things off. Nice maiden special 8 in the second. I go 2, 5, 6. It could be all Trombetta in race 2, right? He's got a couple well-bred first-time starters in there. But don't forget about Mark Reed with the 6 Omni Diva. So 2, 5, 6. My single, Brooks Robinson, hopefully right to the front with 113 on him, the 10-pound bug. It'll be his first start on an off-track. 5-year-old by Not for Love, won his last 3 for the McMahon outfit. So I key on the 3, Brooks Robinson. He's going to have to beat the 6 Torch of Truth in there, who's been the beaten favorite his last 2 starts. So I single there on the 3, Brooks Robinson. Then I go 1, 3, 8 in race 4, and then 2, 8. I almost singled again on the Marquez Bug Rider with the 8 Court and a Song, who loves an off-track in race 5, but the 2 Birdies Honor loves an off-track as well. J.D. Acosta aboard first off the claim for Annette Eubanks, so 2-8 there in race 5. Let's take a look here at the opener. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000, filly and mares 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months or never won 4. Those are the conditions. I go with the 6 on top here. Barb's Gray Lion has a win and a third from 3 starts in the off-going, and a sharp win last out on a sloppy track right here at Laurel Park. That was against Nickel, 3 Life, with the bug. Avery Wisman aboard. Wisman back aboard today, so you're getting 5 pounds off. This horse is going to get a nice trip, speed on the outside. He can go to the front or sit second or third. I have her on top, a 4-year-old daughter, a Lion-Hearted, a gray filly on a rainy day to get things going. I have Barb's Gray Lion on top.
Plenty of speed in the opener with Sluicer. We know what she likes to do, roll right to the front. She's going to be part of the pace flow. Barb's Gray Lion as well. I even think Castle Ridge has to be close. I think a pace little convergence around the turn. Jazzy Jeter, last time out, I'm going to toss the race on the 29th. The 7 horse just kind of got away a step slow. Tried to make a wide move around the turn it into the lane, but speed was really holding quite well on that afternoon. Bounces back with a couple works leading into this. I think a rate and a little circle move here with Cintron taking them out over here for Sheldon Russell. Sheldon Russell off his mounts this afternoon. How about Jazzy Juder from off the pace to run down the speed?
Yeah, for the always crafty barn of Mike Gorham and old Coach Farm. Didn't run well last out, but this will be the third race back after having most of September and all of October off. So you get a top three rider. So Cintron, Russell, and Trevor McCarthy was the leading rider, but Russell and Cintron were right there for leading rider in the fall. So I like the 7 Jazzy Juder as well. We both like the 5 here. The 5 is Castle Ridge, the favorite for Jerry Robb. This horse, a sharp win at Laurel Park. He was against 16,000. 3 Life coming off the layoff in September. Then Stride Allowance Company in 2 starts since. A good move to the nickel for really the only spot you can go. You know, after you win your 3 Life, where do you go? You try Allowance. If you're not good for Allowance, the only 4 Life is the nickel. So that's where Castle Ridge is today.
Well, she's been all or nothing, right? 10 starts, 3 wins, hasn't run second or third. I still thought she would have fared a little bit better at Charlestown. Did not. The bunting race, I can forgive her for that effort. If she brings the return try back, that 68, it's lights out 1-2 tree, right? For the World Wrestling Federation, was that Bruno Sammartino or whatever, right back in the day. Yeah, she'll just stalk and pounce and go clear of these. But I don't know. I don't completely trust her. You can't knock the barn. No, Jerry Robb, 7 for, 28 the last 30 days. That's a 28% clip. Allowance to claiming move. Yeah, getting awfully bold here. Going to just put it right there in front of you. I got to try a little bit better price. I think Jazzy Juder kind of rebounds and kind of closes into this speed.
All right, well, there's no scratches in here. It's a nice field, 7 filly and mares. You'll get a nice 4-1 there on the 7 Jazzy Juder. I'll take a $10 winner to kick off the early pick 5. We spent a lot of time here on race 1. It's the old-fashioned beaten nickel, the bread and butter of any racing program throughout the country. We'll have a nice big handle here on race 1 to kick off this early pick 5. You like the early pick 4, and that's going to start race 2. That's one of our features of the day, a nice maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies. They all turned a year older January 1st. We're going 6 furlongs here in the second. Let's check out your early pick 4, see how you play it.
Well, they scratched my top selection. The 4, Noventi, No Wavy, is out. So that leaves me with 3 horses, the 2, 5, and 6. They're going to be, I think, your 3 choices in race 2. Third race, the 3 and the 6, Brooks Robinson. I agree with you. He is going to be on the engine. I think a little moisture is going to help his chances. The mare by In Case, you're looking back. I think the In Cases used to always like the mud. So we're 3 and 6 in race 3. Fourth race, 7 and 8. Win Then Grin. I like this horse as a price shot in race number 4 for Dale Capuano. Tyler Connor picking up the mount. Wrapping up in race 5 with the 2 and the 4. 3 scratches out of the 5th, the 1, 3, and 7. Just a little $12 ticket to get your day started.
All right, so you can hit a nice little early pick 4, parlay that into the Stronach 5, which starts race 8. Well, here we go. Race 2, nice maiden special weight, 3-year-old filly, 6 furlongs. Yeah, big late scratch there on the 4, Noventi, No Wavy. I end up on the 2 here, Trombetta, first-time starter. Trombetta Barn Rollins, so homebred for Live Oak Stud, a 3-year-old daughter of Tiz now. It's a big-time sire down there in Kentucky. You get the leading rider, Trevor McCarthy, who takes the call. McCarthy and Trombetta 27% together, and Trombetta's about 15% with his first-time starters. The work tab's pretty good. Nice 5 furlong bullet workout December 14th on the synthetic at Fair Hill. Then a nice a bullet half-mile work on the dirt surface up there at Fair Hill on Christmas Eve, 49 from the gate. So a couple bullet workouts coming into the debut. You get McCarthy. This horse probably going to take a lot of money at the window, especially with the scratch of the 4.
I guess, Mike knows who's better, right? These 2 or 3-year-old fillies been working against each other up there at Fair Hill. I go the other Trombetta with the 5, Uniquely Mine for RDM, Rudy Dino, and Mike. Yeah, I just think just a little bit better. A lean here. The Sibs have combined and won some races. I think they've done okay. The 2 horse and both of these firsters, they're by stallions, usually want a little bit more ground
Sure.
Their offspring, but you're only dealing with a field of 5 here, so would not be surprised if they get it done first time out. A little bit of turf lean though and synthetic on this 2-horse Pretty and Fast. I think down the road you might see her transition over to that turf course out there and do well. Obviously, Omni Diva has the experience and improved buyer on a sloppy sealed surface. Last time that was the race, the motion firster Windy Lane came right up the rail with a big number. That was a 73 buyer for that effort. That kind of number's pretty strong for a 2-year-old. Now we're turned over to the 3-year-olds right now. Omni Diva is certainly going to be a factor with that race, those 2 races under her belt. She'll be able to be probably stalking the pace in here. The one's got speed, but clearly against a little bit lesser quality.
Yeah, the one stepping up from that maiden 25. I think it's 2-5-6 all day long here in race 2 for my multi-race wager, my early pick 5, and you like the 2-5-6 here as well on your early pick 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 3, nice allowance race here in the 3rd. Now race 3 kicks off our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 on the 8-race program. A little carryover to get you going for the race weekend. $942. Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket for it. Let's check it out real quick, see how he plays it. $64.80 ticket. You can study this ticket. All of our tickets on the website, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, there's Tim's ticket. He goes with a single in race 7. Race 7's a nice allowance race for 2-year-olds. And Tim singles on my top pick, the one Steady Love from the Claudio Gonzalez barn. Claudio, your leading trainer for the fall here at Laurel, your leading trainer for 2019. So the one Steady Love, going to be a popular favorite in race 7. That's my top pick as well. Let's take a look. He goes 1-3-6 here in the 3rd. Race 3, we're going 6.5 furlongs, a nice first level allowance condition for Maryland bred, Maryland sired horses 4 years old and upward. Let's start with the 3. The 3 is going to be my top pick. We'll get to the 6. We have a video on the 6 Torch of Truth, but Brooks Robinson, I hope, gets right to the front with this 10-pound bug boy, Carlos Marquez, the son of Tiki Marquez, a longtime journeyman rider up and down the East Coast. So and this guy's ridden in some amateur races. Looks like he's still looking for his first win. I think he has a good shot here on Brooks Robinson. He's getting 10 pounds from the Torch of Truth, who's going to be the other favorite in here. Brooks Robinson now only has to carry 113. Torch of Truth carrying 123 today. Brooksy, a 3-time winner here at Laurel. Nice sharp win up there at Penn National last out. 2 big wins here at Laurel. Before that, all in McMahon Barnes done very well with this horse since they got the horse back in April. He ran 2 big races, and they tried to turf, and they gave him a break, and he's been on a roll this fall. So you have him on top as well.
I do. The only thing I think it might stop him is the extra 16th of a mile, to be honest with you. I think he's got plenty of speed to clear this field. He gets in light. He's going to be setting some brisk fractions out up front, and I think the surface won't have any hindrance at all. I think, if anything, he might move up just a touch with that moisture in the racetrack. Torch of Truth going to be, these 2 are going to vie for favoritism. Going to be awfully short prices. The 3 Brooks Robinson and the 6 Torch of Truth. Slight lean, I think. Torch of Truth will be your favorite with McCarthy. Had some trouble a couple races back. Can we go to that video on November the 1st? That was that 7 furlong race, if I'm not mistaken, Stan. Yeah, and just kind of got held up around the turn. We talked, and we might have shown this before with Tapping Cat this day, but you look in between horses. Torch of Truth just has to sit and wait. Where Tapping Cat, horses going on to run well in the 2 other ends, just has the clean trip. And instead of shifting out, I think Trevor was hoping a seam would open a little bit sooner. It just didn't. And sometimes that's just racing luck, Stan. But shifts out and comes on quite well. And this was following a route race. Once again, coming into this 6.5 furlong race off of a 1 1/16 try on December the 7th. This horse has sprinted, many times in the past and done quite well. Numbers work. It certainly looks like one of these 2. Magician's Calendar, he just seems like, this isn't Grantville. I mean, he's gone up to Grantville and just absolutely whistled on a sloppy sealed surface. He's a different horse right now. I'm waiting for him to show it to me here, because form leading into those races wasn't going to be good enough to beat these horses.
Sure. All right, so we both have a 3-6 on top. We like the same 4 horses here. Brooks Robinson right to the front, hopefully, in race 3. Let's turn the page here. Race 4 is going to kick off the late pick 5. It paid well on New Year's Day here at Laurel Park. No carryover, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout on all the pick 5s. I have another $36 ticket for my late pick 5. Race 4, I go with the 1-3-8. Race 5, the 2-8. My single comes in race 6, our big feature of the day, a third level allowance condition going 6 furlong. I'm going to single on the 4, Taco Supreme, who's won on the off going before. Make the rider, Horacio Caramanos. Caramanos was aboard for that big win on a muddy track back in February of 2019. So I key on the 4, Taco Supreme in the feature. Nice allowance race for 2-year-olds. In race 7, I go 1-3-6. And then a big 8-horse field in race 8. I like the 3-4-6-9. I'm rooting for a 6-1 shot in there. The 3, Shaq's Hidden Gem, with Katie Davis aboard for Wayne Potts. So there's my late pick 5 ticket. Let's check out race 4. We're going a mile, claiming 25,000 straight 3-year-old fillies, and big late scratch on the 6, Punk Rock's Princess, who was your 8-5 morning line favorite. She's out. I end up on the 8, Olive's Bumper. On top, we have a video spotlight of Olive's Bumper from November 16th against Starter Allowance Company. She's the 2-horse this day, and sitting second, turning for home, and she's going to finish a good second.
Yeah, and then Punk Rock Princess was able to kind of do it kind of easy on the front end when you look at those internal fractures, 25 and 2, 50 and 3, just kind of walking the dog, repelled a challenge around the turn, and then turned away Olive's Bumper, who had to kind of spot, Punk Rock Princess a length or two leaving the chute, had to work into position, shifted out, but still very game chase to the wire. The 2 subsequent races, pretty good. Stretching back out today, maybe Olive's Bumper will try to go ahead and go to the front. If not, I think it's going to be Lily's Little Gem out on the lead, but Olive's Bumper will not be too far off of its stand, and she's going to be a major player turning for home. She's going to be your favorite in race 4, and she's going to be a pretty stout favorite.
Now, your top pick interests me. I threw this horse into the mix, my top 4, the 7, Win Then Gren, Make the Rider, Tyler Connor for Dale Capuano. And ever since this 3-year-old filly by Gemologist, ever since she got going long on the dirt, she's run 2 big races. She just galloped last out. She won by 8. She could have won by more against Maiden 10 going a mile. So she's in good form for a top barn.
Yeah, and I tell you, November the 10th, she was really erratic through the stretch. Could not tell on that one if she had the hood on. Okay, the old Zorelli hood, but she had the hood on last time out, and you see a dramatic improvement in numbers. She behaved. She was under a guzzle hold around the turn. She got the seam. One was something in reserve. Yeah, she finished behind Olive's Bumper in her debut, beating 5 lengths and some change on September 7th. She's an improved filly right now. Olive's Bumper looks like she is what she is.
Right.
I'll take a little shot here. Now, granted, we're not going to get 15-1 because of the scratch of the 6. And going back, I looked at it again this morning. I said, I've got her line too high. I'll take about 8. Can I get 8-1?
That'd be nice.
6-8-1 maybe when it's all said and done. But man, she was awfully strong through the stretch last time with something left.
All right, so we both like the 8, Olive's Bumper and the 7. Let's move right along here. Let's get a quick commercial break. The late pick 4 starts in race 5. We have a bunch of videos for the late pick 4. Stronach 5 starts in race 8. We'll check it all out right after this.
The best bets at Laurel Park are the pick 5s, and we have 2 of them. The early pick 5 starts in race 1 and is a mandatory payout. The late pick 5 is the last 5 races of the day and has carryover potential. Both pick 5s at Laurel Park have an industry low 12% takeout. The pick 5s at Laurel Park, your best bet.
All right, welcome back. Late pick 4 starts race 5. We're going 6 furlongs, a wide open, no conditions, claiming 12,500 4-year-olds and upward. Some salty campaigners in here. Scratch to 1, Miner's Quest. Scratch to 3, Stone Breaker. I like both those horses, so the 1 and the 3 are out. And also scratch to 7 looks good. And that's it. So we've had and no rider changes. Okay, so we've had 3 scratches. Still a nice 5-horse field. I go with the 8 on top here. Court in a Song is going to be one of your favorites now. 8-year-old Gray Gelding by Unbridled Songs made a bunch of money in the off track. He's won 3 times in the off, going 3 times from 6 starts. He's 5 for 6 in the money in an off track. He gets Carlos Marquez, the 10-pound bug, only has to carry 110. Speed on the outside with 110. He's getting a bunch of weight from the whole field. He likes the off going.
Yeah.
I have Court in a song right on top.
Yeah, it's been no problem with the distance, but it hasn't been 6 in a while. And I tell you, the last time at 5.5, a little chink there, chase and fade. He's got some speed at Charlestown, going 7/8 in a mile at Laurel. I think he's going to have to sit just off of his hand. I don't know if he's as fast as maybe I Idolize You, who went and showed that big speed last time, or Birdie's Honor. Birdie's Honor is pretty fast from the inside as well, and I know JD's probably going to have him up on the engine. My top selection is going to be the 4 Easy River. We'll show that race from the 20th of December. That included Birdie's Honor. Birdie's Honor got the job done that day. But Easy River may have had the toughest trip. Easy River there in the lime green and the bluish silks. The 3-horse stuck down on the rail. A little tap of the brakes at the 3.5. And then we're going to have a check a little bit. Little check there, leaving the 3/8 to the 5/16 pole. Gets in a little bit close as Birdie's Honor, who we thought would rate that day, did rate and made a move, but was surrounded by Miner's Quest. Birdie's Honor going to get it done, but Easy River, I still think recovered pretty well, eased out off the inside to continue willingly to the wire. Birdie's Honor dead game, gets headed here past the 3/16. Is going to be resurgent to get the better of Miner's Quest, but Easy River to the rail. Also a good effort after that trouble, leaving the far turn to mid-turn. So one of these two for me, Birdie's Honor, I think the road's going to go through him, but maybe the 4 can turn the tables in a new barn here today for Kieran McGee, and we know how well he does with these kind of middle-level claimers. He's 26% first off the claim.
All right, I like Easy River, and we both like the 2 Birdie's Honor, who you just saw in that video of Birdie's Honor just won that race there for Open 8,000. Steps up off the claim today for Nat Eubanks, his 5-year-old's a 3-time winner on and off track. Mm-hmm. So I think the 2 Birdie's Honor in a good spot in race 5.
All right.
Let's turn the page here. Race 6, our big feature of the day, a 3rd level allowance condition optional claiming $50,000 for 4-year-olds and upward. Going 6 furlongs. Your morning line favorite here the 4 Taco Supreme 8-5 rider change. Make the rider Horacio Caramanos on the 4 Taco Supreme, and Caramanos has won a bunch of races on this horse, including last February 2019 on a muddy track. He went almost wire to wire. Big 85 buyer win that day. Came back with a 95 buyer in March. So Taco Supreme, a good wintertime horse. He likes an off track. He 7-time winner here at Laurel Park. He's a stakes winner here at Laurel. So I have the 4. You have the 4. I single on the. Even though I'm a little worried about the 3. 3's Over Deuces, who's a tough customer for Gary. I single here on the 4 Taco Supreme on my late pick 5.
I can see you can be definitely concerned with the 3. Even the 2 Oldies but Goodies is pretty quick. I think he's going to be rolling out on the front of a Taco Supreme. Do we have the video of that?
Yes, we do.
Last race on the 7th. Yeah, and that was coming off of the Maryland Million Sprint Handicap where he got the job done. And October the 19th, his hand was kind of forced early. And they learned something maybe about this horse. Maybe they already knew, but by looking at his running lines, he took the rating and was able to rally into it to get the job done on the 19th. And this particular day on the 7th, a little trouble out of the gate, and he settled quite well. He just didn't quite bring that final finish to the final 3/16 of a mile. Was caught very wide when advancing into the stretch. But I tell you what, he's still grinding, just a little bit of a flattening out late at 6 furlongs. Did he come off of that 97 a little bit? Obviously a little bit, okay. But I think, he's about 92% of himself. I think he can get it done today, sitting that same kind of trip, because I think Oldies but Goodies, maybe even Eastern Bay, will try to go. He's shown some speed in the past and 4 Fortitude. Shorter field here, Taco Supreme gets a little bit easier trip.
All right, so we both have the 4 on top. I'm worried about I single on the 4. I wanted to use the 3 also. 3's Over Deuces, but couldn't afford it on my ticket. But this horse is 3 for 4 in the money on an off track. You're getting 5 pounds off with the bug. Victor Rosales for Gary. He's been right there. He's been in good form. Hasn't been off the board. You can't find a race on his form where he's been off the board. This is a very consistent 5-year-old by Flat Out, who's made almost a quarter of $250,000 now.
Yeah, and he just had a victim a little bit of a tricky trip last time, 7.5 furlongs. They were a little bit slow early. The winner got away from him on the turn. He just couldn't quite kick back. I tell you, that's a 78. That's kind of like a bottom for him. He'll bounce back up off the mat today and run a big one from somewhere from just maybe a couple lengths out of it.
All right, so nice big upper level allowance feature of the day here in race 6 to kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon. Race 7 kicks off the late daily double. Nice first level allowance condition for 3-year-old fillies, optional, claiming $62,000. We're going 6 furlongs in this race. You have the 4 on top. I did not use the 4. We have a video spotlight of this Bodemeister fillies last win up at Parks. Let's check out that video. A big win going 5.5.
Yeah, this was the 19th stand. This is the debut that I thought was even more visually impressive than the win. A little adversity early, broke a little bit slow. We're going to see that from the start. A little bit of a squeeze for Well Brush My Tooth. But I tell you, all in all, recovered quite well for making its first start. Patiently handled after that early trouble by Robbie Rosado. The eventual winner, Global Ambition, Stan, came back to run a good second at Laurel with a number that would work, a 64. Watch this horse. Was able to work through traffic. A really good learning experience for Well Brush My Tooth. Shifts out to the outside and gives Game Chase to the wire. I know she was beaten 6 and some change, but all in all, an encouraging effort. She came back with a cleaner trip, was able to dictate on a heavier track. A little bit more bounce in this racetrack at Laurel Park. Stan, I guess the thing that concerns me, $160,000 purchase. And, she runs good, and now we're going to throw her in for the tag instead of protecting her a little bit, right?
Yeah,
that would be my biggest concern.
Yeah, she could be in for the allowance condition.
Yeah.
So, well, I didn't get to the 4. I have the 1 on top here. Steady Love, a big win last out. First off the claim for Claudio. 64 buyer speed figure. The Bug, Victor Rosales, right back aboard today. I think she gets a nice stalking trip from the inside today. She a 3-year-old daughter by Buffum. First start on the off going today, so hopefully she likes that. You have her in your exacta as well.
Yeah, I still thought this was a really, really tough race. Anybody could win it. I don't know what to make of Lady George's race. Was it that sloppy sealed surface?
Yeah, that's what she's going to get
and
today.
The other horses that kind of ran behind her, yeah, Chili Sky ran all right, but the other ones, they'd never really kind of run those kind of numbers before, so I don't know what really to make of that effort. But, this is a horse I chased here a couple times. Maybe she figured it all out and got it done. She's been a little bit of a bad actor sometimes at Laurel. But I'm going to stick with the 4 as a price user. I think she's my sunshine. Comes out of a good race. Fly on Angel, come back to win and galloped. And Chili Sky, she's going to be awfully quick early. Gem Agility. I'm taking a shot. I'm going to key the 4 top and bottom probably with the field is what I'm going to do, hoping I can get 5 or 6 to 1.
All right, so nice 6-horse field. Keith and I with a bunch of different picks there in race 7. Let's get to race 8. We're going to have a bunch of national attention on race 8. It kicks off that popular national wager, the Stronach 5 with a guaranteed $100,000 pool. They've been putting over $200,000 into it the past couple weeks. It paid $5,400 last week. It paid over $33,000 2 weeks ago. Industry low, 12% takeout means you get more money back in your pocket when you hit the Stronach 5. Those are the participating tracks: Laurel Park, Gulfstream, Golden Gate, and Santa Anita. Let's check out the lineup of races. Starts Laurel Park, race 8, 3:50 Eastern Time. Then Gulfstream, race 9's leg B. Then we go to Golden Gate Fields, race 3. Then Gulfstream Park, race 10. I have a single in that race. That's leg D. Then we wrap it up, Santa Anita Park, race 5. Let's check out my ticket real quick. A $96 ticket. And it's an 8-horse field here at Laurel to kick it off in race 8. I go with the 3, 4, 6, 9. My single comes in leg D. That's at Santa Anita, going a mile on the turf. Maiden claiming $16,000 for 3-year-old fillies. The 1, Gabby's Dream, has a buyer speed figure last down for Maiden 20 that just stands over the field, head and shoulders. Paco Lopez going to get a beautiful ground-saving trip going a mile, breaking from the 1 hole. She might have a little more improved early speed or focus with the blinkers on. The trainer's having a good meet down there, so I single on the big 12-horse field, but if I can get 2 to 1 on a single, I'd be okay. So the 1, Gabby's Dream, my key horse here on the Stronach 5. Let's see if I can get live with the price here in the first leg. Laurel Park, race 8. Nickel 2 Life filly and mares going 6 furlongs. Scratch the 2, still stocking, and scratch the 8, Arbutus. Those are the rider change on the 1, Lady Loose. Make the rider Victor Rosales. Those are your changes here for race 8. It's also the Quinella race, last live race every racing day. We have the Quinella. Here we go, race 8. I have the 4 on top. Lady Rosina from the Robbie Bales barn. Kevin Gomez will ride this mare. Good second last out at this level with a 40 Beyer speed figure. That's good enough to win today. It'll be her first start in the off-going. I picked the 4 on top. You have her third.
Yeah, kind of a chaser in here. We'll just kind of matriculate up to the leaders. I'm sure top of the stretch it might just get past. I'm going to settle on the 9 Chicken Dinner. First off the claim, we've got a stat here
yeah,
for Ricardo D'Angelo. He's got Castillo riding another one of those horses today. This kid's come down here and done okay. Can we show that side? There you go. Thank you, guys. Ricardo D'Angelo last year on the dirt, 3 for 10 and 6 for 10 in the money. First after the claim with a positive ROI. No real excuse. We talked about this on your radio show last night, Stan. No real excuse last time at the 7 furlongs. I liked her there. I'm going to take her back on this claim angle. I think she'll bounce back, can measure the speed from the outside. If she wants to go, she probably could, but I think she could let the one go to the front and just kind of try to make that pop move around the turn, open up, and hold off the closers. Oya is going to be another one that could be that chasing type like Lady Rosina. Oya for Dale Cap. We have a video from that December the 8th race, right?
Sure, let's show that.
The blinkers went on that day, Stan, and you see the short comment. First off, the claim in a drop. You usually don't like seeing that, but the angle, it worked. Blinkers went on, ridden out to the wire through the final 3/16 of a mile. Hey, they're wasting no time. The realistic thing, let's go to the nickel 2 in life. It certainly should be a player in here. But Chicken Dinner, one more shot for her.
All right, so the 6 is going to be one of the favorites here now. Only gets a 33 Beyer with that win, 33 Beyer in debut. The 4 has been running bigger numbers. Chicken Dinners run bigger numbers. So maybe a suspect, and you drop first off the claim, you win. Now another drop. That's what you're supposed to do. But maybe a suspect favorite here with the 6 Oya. You have to use the 6 and the 4, but I like your top pick. I'll take a $10 horse with the 9 Chicken Dinner at 4-1. But how about the 3 Shaq's Hidden Gem for Wayne Potts? Went to the front last out going a mile. Got a little tired. Finished a good third, though, with Katie Davis. Katie Davis back aboard today. I like the route to sprint angle here for the 3 Shaq's Hidden Gem. We might get a nice price here on the 3.
Yeah, I can't see her on the lead in here with this one horse or Chicken Dinner on the outside with some speed, even Oya maybe to chase. And we talked about it again last night. Country Line Dancer, Kenny Decker with a big price the other day. Might follow suit. This is a horse that's freshened up, has run okay off of a layoff, has brought speed off the layoff, and does have a Beyer on the page that would win this race of a 52. So, I think your Stronach 5 gets kick-started by a fair price, and you got to do a little bit of work. There's 2 or 3, maybe even 4 deep to get you started in your Stronach 5.
All right, you get a horse like the 3 Shaq's Hidden Gem at 6-1, or a knockout punch like the 7 Country Line Dancer at 15-1. I'm going to play it today. I'm using both those horses. I'll go 5 deep. I'll use those 4 plus the 7 here in race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. Paid $33,000 a couple weeks ago, $5,400 last Friday. What's it going to pay today? Nice 8-horse field here at Laurel Park, race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. That's it. We're out of time. First race post time today will be 12:23. 12:23 for the first race post time today. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.